Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Harrell, and today I'm going to show you how to link Microsoft SQL Server to Microsoft Access database. To begin doing so, we're going to start Microsoft SQL Server and Microsoft SQL Management Studio. When that opens up now, here we see the server type as database engine. We'll leave that as default. And here we have the server name, which is Kyle PC SQL Express. We will need this exact same server name later on in the video in order to link the Microsoft Access to the SQL server. So for this video, we just copy this server name, and for the authentication, we leave it as Windows Authentication. Then we press connect. Then we will see the databases tab. We expand that and right click on databases and create a new database. Here for the database name, you can put any name you want. I'll put Kyle _DB and press OK. And here the database is created. Then you expand that to the tables, right click and press new table. In the new table now, I'm going to now create some column names and put in data type, just as we normally do when you're creating an Access database. So pick a name, put app name, data type, names as Bacha. Then we create some more fields, name, Bacha, sex, Bacha. Now you're going to save this, give it a table name of citizens, that's OK. So, and now when you expand the tables tab, you will see the database persons that we just created. You right click and press edit top 200. Now you see that there is no information within the database. So this is where we go to Microsoft Access. We're going to make the link and populate this SQL server via Microsoft Access. Let's just close this off. Now we go to Microsoft Access, Office. We go to press Shift, right click and run as administrator. This is so that we'll be able to make a link between SQL Server and Microsoft Access. We just create a new database. Do it as database 1. Press create. And now we go to external data, more, ODBC database. Now there are two options here. The difference between them, the import and the linking data source, is that the import the data source creates a copy of the Microsoft Access. When we link the data source now, it creates a copy and updates the fields immediately. Now what we wanted to do is to have it copy and update at the same time. So you click link to data source and press OK. When we go to machine data source tab on top here, then click new, and we click leave it as user data source and press next. Scroll down here to SQL server and press next, and then press finish. Here now, you can name it anything you want, so I'll name it as SQL server. In the description I put SQL link. Now this is where the server name comes in that we copied earlier, so we now paste it. You have to make sure that the server name is the exact same as it was in the SQL server. So now we press next. Leave this as with Windows NT authentication. Press next. Here, what happened is Microsoft Access has the default database, which will be the master. But we already created ours, so we'll change the default database. Click drop down and you see Kyle underscore DB. Then press next and then press finish. Now we will test the data source. So you press test data source and you see test is completed successfully. Press OK and press OK again. And now we link that has been created. Press OK. And then from the list, we will pick the database persons that we created in the SQL server and press OK. Here we will have all the fields so that we will be able to populate them. Press OK. And in Microsoft Access now, you will see the database that we created in the SQL server right on the left hand side here. So we open that up, create some fields. Now we will save this and then close it off and go back to the Microsoft SQL server. Disconnect and the databases or database that we created, the table, expand the tables, and then edit the top 200 rows. So the same information that we populated in Microsoft Access, which will be the John Smith and the Jessica Parker, this shows that when you populate the database in Microsoft Access, it immediately populated the database in the SQL server. And that there shows how to link Microsoft Access to Microsoft SQL server. Thanks for watching.